Hello, I'm Alex, and today I will be showing you a tutorial on how to make a simple animation in Flash. Now I'm using Adobe Flash Professional CS6, and basically the things that I'm showing you today in this tutorial may not work in other versions of Flash, so just make sure that your version of Flash that you're working on is CS6 before doing any of the things that I'm showing you today in this tutorial. Also, I'm using ActionScript 3, which is what I use for all of my tutorials. So today I'm just going to show you how to make a very basic animation, which basically transitions from one image to another. And today I'm just going to make one where the image just basically moves across the screen. So I'm just going to assume that you know about frames and kind of just that kind of stuff. And if you don't worry about it, because I have a tutorial on that as well. But I suggest that you watch it before you do any of the stuff in this tutorial. So I'm just going to make a rectangle. Very simple. Just trying to keep it very simple. So I'll just select that. And as you can see, it's a shape. And to animate it, we need to make it into a graphic. And to do that, you go up to Modify, Convert to Symbol, and this little thing pops up. And this is basically what you do to convert anything you make in Flash or import into Flash into a graphic, a button, or a movie clip. Now today we just need a graphic. So we'll just select that, and we'll give it a name, call it rectangle. Now make sure that you name your graphics and your buttons and your movie clips, because it's a very good habit to get into, especially when you start doing bigger and more complex projects and things which are going to have more graphics and buttons and movie clips, and it can get very confusing if you don't name things. So I'm just going to go ahead and click OK. So as you can see, it's changed into being a graphic. So my Flash is set to 24 FPS, which means frames per second, which basically means, for those of you who don't know, that every 24 frames on your timeline here is equal to 1 second of playing time when you're watching the Flash. So I want my animation to be 2 seconds, which if you times 2 by 24 is 48, which is there. So I'm just going to make a keyframe here, which you do by just going Insert, Timeline, Keyframe, and that basically just makes that. So as you can see, this is all exactly the same. So I want to set this is going to be our start position, so where my box is going to begin its journey across the stage, if you might like to say. And in this frame here at the end is going to be where he's going to end up. So I'm just going to put him here. So as you can see, when I move the playhead, it just jumps right down to there, which isn't a great animation, and it's not what we want. It's very jerky, and it's not good. So without going and repositioning the rectangle frame by frame to get it to smoothly glide across the page to where we want it to be, we can get Flash to do that for us. And we do that using a thing called a tween. Now there's two types of tweens, which is a motion tween and a classic tween. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be using only a classic tween, which is the simpler kind of the tween. But I'll probably be making a tutorial on how to use the motion tween as well. So to use the classic tween, we just need a starting image or position and an ending image or position, which we've already created. And you just click into one of the middle frames, go up to Insert again, and just click Classic Tween. As you can see, all of these frames turn blue, well, bluey, and there's an arrow that goes right across them. This is just to show you that there is a tween there, and it's not just empty frames that are doing nothing. So if I move the arrowhead now, you can see that it glides across the screen, rather than just jumping back and forth. This looks a lot better, and this is the animation that we want. So that's basically all there is. So now I'm going to test the scene by going up to Control, Test, Scene. Click on that, and that's our animation playing. Now Flash does this thing where it loops your scene, so it will continuously play your scene on repeat until you give it an action or a code to tell it to stop. But I will be making another tutorial teaching you how to do that. So I hope you learned something in this tutorial. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I have a Gmail account, which is alexflash504@gmail.com. So yeah, thanks for watching.